break it down.
Hey, Ben, let me back on 3. 1, 2, 3.
We are ringing the bell to get us going on this week's edition of GMC The Quest. Over the last 7 days, we've seen our share of no-hitters and first-time power hitters taking over the big stage. So join us, if you will, for this Big Play Ray edition of GMC The Quest. It's all coming up next.
Let's go!
And hello, everybody. We are here on week 8 of GMC The Quest. We welcome you to the show. What a great scene it was in our opening credits from Sunday at the Autism Awareness Challenge as Edison Senior Manager Raymond Taub threw out the ceremonial first pitch to his younger brother, Charlie, who just happens to be one of the best players in the GMC. Well, another Autism Awareness Challenge has come and gone, but not without some truly magical moments. That brings us to this week's featured matchup. Steinert High School is one of the most storied high school baseball programs in New Jersey. And once again, they're 11-2 and at the top of the Central Jersey Group 3 power points rankings. That may seem like a big challenge for any pitcher, but let's just say 2023 Rutgers commit and pride of North Brunswick Township High School, Zack Konstantinovsky, was more than up to the challenge in our game of the week. Beautiful night here at the Autism Awareness Challenge for Konstantinovsky as he gets the first strikeout of the game in the first, gives up a couple hits in the first, but gets out of it with strikeout number 2 on a sharp breaking ball. We missed the second inning for the conclusion of the Middletown-South Jackson game, but we're pretty sure it went something like this.
1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out.
2 strikeouts for Konstantinovsky in the second. Third inning, back on the hill, strikes out the side with a breaking ball here. Number 6 on that breaker. And then number 7, and imagine being a high school hitter trying to hit this. First we go 90 with some run, arm side run there for strike 2, I'm sorry. And then we, same tunnel, very next pitch. How do we even have a chance? Strike 3, number 7. In the fourth, strikeout number 8. Again, freezing the batter. In the fifth, number 9, high heat. Here comes the ace, number 10. Another high fastball. And the number 11 gets him through the fifth. Still are down 1-0 thanks to an unearned run. To the sixth inning, strikeout number 12 for Konstantinovsky there. Number 13, looks like we're throwing wiffle balls for number 13. Here's number 14. Again, a ridiculous changeup. Number 15, the breaker. It's still 1-0. They're trailing North Brunswick to the 7th. Finally, Frandy Martinez gets North Brunswick on the board. Sac fly ties the score at 1. Guess what that means? Konstantinovsky still under 100 pitches. We got him for the 8th, and here comes a few more Ks. Strikes out the side in his 8th inning. The fastball there, number 17 there, and here comes 2 on, 2 out. Gets to the pitch count here with strikeout number 18. No walks, 18 strikeouts and no walks. Just a ridiculous performance by the surgeon. In the 9th, Konstantinovsky out now. Kind of falls apart for North Brunswick. Steinert, give him credit for staying on it, staying in the game, and putting the game away in the 9th inning. Here's Joey Committer with the base hit. Steinert scores 8 in the 9th. They beat North Brunswick 9-1, but Konstantinovsky, the star of the game, with one of the great performances of the year. And it's highlight reel time on this week's episode of GMC The Quest. Another busy week. As you know, the Autism Awareness Challenge, full week of league action. We've got 2 coaches reaching major milestones in the past 7 days. Let's congratulate Metuchen's head man, Leo Danik, hitting win number 300 of his varsity career, as well as St. Joe's Metuchen's Mike Murray, hitting the century mark this past week as St. Joe's stays atop our rankings as the best team in the area. For a full week of action, let's take a look at the highlight reel. We start the highlight reel with a pair of the GMC's best throwing no-hitters on back-to-back days. Joey Tudelmondo, South Brunswick, his second of his career, beating East Brunswick on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, it's Jackson Appleman of Edison doing the same to Perth Amboy. Old Bridge, Kyle McSorley on Thursday, his first home run of the season. Big catcher, hitting the first bomb of the year for Old Bridge. And speaking of first home runs, South Brunswick's Ethan Fantel with the week to remember. First varsity homer, great reaction from mom here. Ethan enjoyed it so much he just got going. Same game, there's career number 2 over East Brunswick, against East Brunswick. East Brunswick wins that game 4-2. And then on Friday night, Autism Awareness Challenge, Fantel does it again. Deep into the night, this home run over against Cranford. Teammates going crazy. It tied the game temporarily at 7, although Cranford went on to win. Still a week to remember for Ethan Fantel. And then Sunday at the Autism Awareness Challenge, it's Jordan Martins. His first varsity home run, going hard out of the box, doesn't know it's gone until just about now as he slows into his trot. It is definitely the big play Ray hit of the week for Edison, as Edison beats Barnegat 6-2 in their Autism Awareness game. Old Bridge on Sunday playing the top team in the state, Don Bosco. It's their Virginia Tech commit, Justin Herbstman, doing his thing, elevating the fastball for strike 3, and the beauty of a breaking ball there to get the Don Bosco hitter looking. Thomas Papio, 3 for 3 day. There's a base hit up the middle. He backs it up with showing his wheels on the bases. Papio stealing second here. Makes it easily. But Don Bosco wins the game 5-2. Then in D.C. on Saturday, St. Joe's Metuchen, Georgetown Prep, Donovan Zack, one of the state's best, showing why here. He does it in D.C. as well. 11 strikeouts in 6 innings. St. Joe splits with Georgetown Prep. And we finish our highlight reel with this great picture of St. Joe's Metuchen on Friday night on the National Mall with the Washington Monument in the background, reminding us of what it's all about. That's our weekly highlight reel for the week that was in the GMC. Now it's time for this edition of GMC The Quest Super 7. Again, brought to you by Baseball U North, New Jersey, your place for baseball in the North, Baseball U North, New Jersey. As usual, we've got our share of changes to the Super 7 this week as teams get hot and cold in the GMC that's incredibly balanced this year. We've got a new team joining the rankings, as if the picture in the corner might give it away. If not, here's our time to look at this week's Super 7. Super 7 time as our rankings go through games played on Monday. We look at the best in the conference in the GMC this week. Starting off at number 7, we've got a new arrival into our rankings, the hottest team in the GMC, 6 straight wins. St. Thomas Aquinas taking over the Blue Division lead. Can STA stay hot this week as the schedule picks up a bit starting today with an East Brunswick Votech rematch? And at number 6 is East Brunswick. The Bears have been in the top 7 most of the year after a strong start. East Brunswick sitting at number 6 this week. Number 4 and 5 leading the white division. They're headed towards a showdown in a couple of weeks. Right now, Middlesex in the 5 spot, while Woodbridge takes over at number 4 after a strong week of ringing the bell after victories. Number 2, number 3, the standings say it's flipped. We've got Monroe still on top of South Plainfield by courtesy of their head-to-head sweep early in the season, and once again, number 1. Although they did suffer their first loss of the year, they had to go down to D.C. to do it, picked up a split against a great Georgetown prep team. Schedule's about to get very challenging for St. Joe's, and we'll see how they handle some of the top teams around the state. That's our Super 7 for this week. And as always, our Super 7 brought to you by Baseball U North, New Jersey. The U in the North, the place to go for baseball in North Jersey. Check out Baseball U North NJ on the internet at www.baseballu.net. And back on the show here on GMC The Quest, it's time for another GMC Player Spotlight. Well, the top Group 1 program in the state is no doubt Middlesex High School. The Jays have won 3 of the last 4 contested state Group 1 titles and are very much in the running again this year. How does Coach Justin Nastasi do it every year? We find out from one of his top pitchers. It's junior ace Alfonso Esposito on this week's Player Spotlight. Here on the Player Spotlight this week, where we are talking with the outstanding pitcher from Middlesex High School, Alfonso Esposito. Alfonso, thank you for taking a few minutes here to talk to us about Middlesex baseball.
Yeah, of course. It's a pleasure to be on here.
Yep, let's get right to it. You know, I mean, we're talking about a program that's won 3 out of the last 4 Group 1 state titles that were played. We just kind of skip over 2020 like it didn't exist.
Yeah.
Tell us about what it's like to be in a program like that and kind of the expectations and not pressure, but like the tradition and the kind of the culture and the attitude that you know the guys have and Coach Nastasi's helped build on what Coach O'Donnell created.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Stasi, he like basically just prides on us, like, you got to be, don't be cocky, but you got to be confident somewhat. And that's what we're bringing to the table this year. We're not cocky, but we're confident.
Definitely. Of course, having a guy like Stephen Young at short and on the mound, with you, I mean, that's got to help the confidence level. What's it like playing with him, and how good is he?
He's such a good shortstop. It's like his feet and his hands. He's an amazing leader. And on the mound, I mean, he just battles. The other day, he pitched 5 times in 3 games, and it just brought a lot of grit to our team.
Yeah, definitely. White division this year, right?
Yeah.
You guys have moved up. I think it's for the better for sure. I mean, you're showing that you're playing the bigger schools and certainly more than holding your own. One of the teams to beat in the division. How did you guys look at that challenge, and has it been something that's really kind of rejuvenated the season, knowing that you've got to it's not like a foregone conclusion you're going to win the division like in past years.
Yeah, exactly. We knew it was going to be a challenge no matter what, but if we put our mind to it, anything can happen, right? So we just knew that these big division games were going to be a challenge for us, but we knew that we can win them also.
Definitely. Now, you yourself, one of the games you pitched this year, you got to experience some of that bigger challenge, right? When you guys went up against North Brunswick and you were matched up with their ace, Zack Konstantinovsky,
Yep.
Rutgers commit. What's it like, seeing somebody like that, the level that, you, I'm sure, want to be at or get to as a pitcher too, but what's it like seeing that kind of velocity and that kind of stuff from the other side?
I mean, it was cool facing against him. Me and him are pretty close, actually. We play on the same summer team together, so it was good seeing him again. And we knew it was going to be a challenge going in, but we roughed him up in the first inning, and then he started pitching us backwards, and then that's when it was a battle at that point.
Shouldn't be fair for somebody like that to be able to,
It was nuts.
He can throw 90 and he can pitch like he's throwing 80 and he's throwing, it's not right.
Yeah, I know. it was fun to watch, but like it's like it sucks to watch all my teammates struggle against it.
Yeah, it's more fun to watch in the summer, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So now you're part of the baseball warehouse teams, I should say. Um, you're playing with so many guys from the GMC in the summer, all different teams, obviously, when it gets to the spring. What's that like when you're facing so many of so many good guys you play with in the summer, and then they're all kind of spread out through the school season?
Yeah, I mean it's cool because like we're all in the same division. We play each other, get to see each other every now and then. It's cool, and then you get in the summer and you're battling with those boys all summer.
Obviously going through the recruiting cycle soon, or currently really as a junior. What are you looking at as far as a college, not just baseball wise, but academically too? I mean, that's something that's important to you as well.
Yeah, I'm looking at a couple Division Ones, Lehigh, Monmouth, and James Madison, and I have a couple D2s with Tampa. That's really it.
Yeah, but you've also, I mean, when you mentioned those, and you're mentioning top academic schools as well.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you see as off the field as something that's going to be your major when you get to school?
Yeah, I'm looking in the sports management area, so Lehigh is very good with that, and Monmouth as well is very good with that.
Yep, and down south, you go down to Florida. I mean, that's obviously a great place for it too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Tampa being they're like the Middlesex of D2 baseball.
Literally, yeah, extremely good.
So we know you don't like to lose, obviously.
No.
And that won't be a problem at there for sure.
For sure, yeah.
Rest of the year, what are some of the goals that you guys have? Tell us about some of the other guys who are off to a great start in addition to Steven, and what can we expect from Middlesex?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't think we're gonna lose many more games. Where it's basically the rest of the way is all divisional games, so we know we have to win in order to win that division title. And it's going to take a lot of our seniors that we're senior filled right now, and take most of them to win these games, to be leaders and step up, and as long as underclassmen to step up as well. And yeah, I mean, Bobby Ulmer is going to be a big part of that.
Yeah. Goals, Middlesex got to be right to compete for titles.
Yeah, state championship right there.
Yep. I mean, obviously, what would it mean a lot to win a white division title in your first year there?
Yes, it will. We're prodding on that right now. That is our main goal.
Yep, and know that obviously teams like Spotswood, who kind of made the jump with you up to the white division, and Woodbridge is certainly going to have a lot to say about that. But facing those kind of teams, do you feel like that gives you an edge when you get to the States?
Yeah, I think it does. It puts us against good competition, as that we're going to see with Spotswood and Woodbridge, and that will carry on to Point Beach and all those teams that we're going to see in the sections and states.
Yeah. Now, you weren't part of the state championship team in the sense that you were injured during the state tournament.
Mm-hmm.
But what did you take away from that? Obviously, being a part of that run and being there, in person and things like that you and the team kind of came away with from winning so many close games too.
I mean, it goes back to all the sweat and tears that you put into practice, and what we pride on in practice, and now it just translates to the game, and that's what they did.
Pre-game music. What's your choice of music you like to listen to?
I like a commercial by Lil Baby.
That your walk up?
Yeah, that's my walkout song when I go out to pitch.
That's right, walk out, I should say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any game day rituals that you would that you have to have as far as on bump day?
Yeah, when I pitch, all of our teammates wear blue belts, but I decided to wear a purple belt because that's what I did in Florida, my first outing in Florida, and it just stuck with me. I never lost with it on, so I just stuck with it on. And then on the days I'm not pitching, I wear the blue belts.
I was going to say there has to be a reason for that, but and I was going to ask you when it started, but that was down this spring then.
Yeah, it was down in Florida. I misplaced my blue belt, and I had a purple one for some reason, and I just wore it.
If it works, you don't change it, right?
Exactly.
Most proud or most looking back, I guess, most proud moment you've had on the field.
I think it was my no hitter this year against Piscataway, a divisional opponent. I pitched a 5-inning no hitter, and it's pretty fun to be a part of.
First one or first one
Yeah.
on big field or ever, never before anywhere.
First one ever. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So, they always talk about the jinxing, being afraid to jinx a no hitter. Were your teammates, did they not care? Did they, how was it?
They knew, I knew, but just try to keep it out of my head and just go out and pitch.
The hair, you got now was that
Yeah, blonde hair.
Has that always been kind of blonde?
No, we started it. We came back from Florida. And we were like, we're just gonna go all blonde. The whole team went blonde.
That started when you were down there, or when you came back?
When we came back, our first game, we decided to do it, and we're winning. So why not keep it?
So that's the question: is how many guys have kept it, and how many guys have?
So it's tough. A lot of us are getting rid of it now because we have prom coming up, and we don't want to ruin it for the pictures. So most of us are getting rid of it. No, we'll put it back on for states.
Okay, so we've decided it's a good thing, is kind of what you're saying here, but not something we need to have for our prom pictures.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we appreciate the time, Alfonso. Certainly great talking to you and getting to know you a little bit. And Middlesex baseball obviously has done a great job of carrying the banner in the GMC as far as in the state tournament. And let's hope that 2022 is no different.
That's right.
Awesome. Alfonso Esposito, our guest, again, one of the outstanding pitchers for Middlesex High School. And that is this week's Player Spotlight. Now back to the rest of the show. Big week ahead in the GMC. We'll take a look now at what's on tap. Our look at 7 games in 7 days to get a handle of what's going on in the conference. Today kicks off with the hottest team in the GMC, the Blue Division leading St. Thomas Aquinas, hosting EB Tech, East Brunswick Votech, in a battle for first place in the division. Game time 4 p.m. EB Tech trying to get some revenge from Monday. Tomorrow, Spotswood and Metuchen. It was a Blue Division battle. Now it's a White Division showdown. These teams are rivals and ready to go at each other on a big game on Thursday as they position themselves in the White Division race. On Friday, St. Joe's and Metuchen goes out of conference for a big showdown. 4 p.m. up north against Seton Hall Prep. The Prep has one of the most talented pitching staffs in the state of New Jersey. Should be a great contest, great challenge for the St. Joe's hitters. We got Thank You Classic over the weekend. It's a great statewide tournament event to give thanks to the first responders throughout communities. Ferris at Edison, or versus Edison. Edison going up to St. Peter's Prep, going up to North Jersey to face Ferris, a state contender at the Group 3 level. That's a Saturday 2 p.m. game. On Sunday, a great Group 1 showdown, Middlesex at Woodbridge. Woodbridge hosting a quadruple header on Sunday. If you're there for the Middlesex game, stick around. You've got 4 awesome games up in Woodbridge, but that game starts at 1 o'clock. Monday, St. Joe's and South Plainfield, 1 and 2 in the GMC Red Division, kick off a 2-game series. That one's at South Plainfield. 2 other teams ranked in our rankings, East Brunswick and Monroe, will finish the week for you at Monroe on Tuesday, May 3rd. That's our look at the week ahead in the GMC. Well, now it's the time of the show that we know you've all been waiting for. It's the reveal of our New Jersey College Baseball Nation first anniversary contest winner. Thanks to the good folks at Akadema Pro, we're giving away a Torino Series glove valued at $250 to one lucky contest entrant. And the lucky winner is in. It is Craig Lawlin. Craig Lawlin, you have today, that's Wednesday, April 27th, to connect and claim your prize. Congrats to Craig, and thank you to everyone who entered the contest. Well, that's all the time we have for this week on GMC The Quest. We thank you for watching. We appreciate your time. Look forward to seeing you at the field and hope to catch you again 7 days from now on GMC The Quest. Have a great week, everybody.